Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, president of Southern New Hampshire University, and I am so excited and honored to be with you today here on our beautiful campus inside our STEM building, Paul LeBlanc Hall. For those of you that haven't visited New Hampshire yet, I hope we have the opportunity to welcome you here soon. And now, on to the reason we're gathered together today, our fall commencement. We are so proud to be recognizing over 29,000 graduates from all over the world. So, wherever you are today, I hope you're celebrating this incredible accomplishment of becoming a college graduate because you worked so hard to get here. Know that we are so proud that you are now a member of the SNHU alumni community. I hope you're marking this important milestone with the people that mean the most to you and those that supported you along the way. For those watching and celebrating an SNHU graduate today, thank you. Your encouragement was instrumental in getting your graduate to the finish line. And so, without further ado, let the ceremony begin.
Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates.
Today is a monumental exclamation point along our journey.
Here we are, gathered in our caps and gowns, ready to turn the page to the next chapter of our lives.
We wanted it badly enough, we were brave enough, and now, here we are.
Let's take a moment to be proud of how far we've come.
The road here has been far from easy.
Every moment you chose courage over comfort brought you to this day.
We are living proof that persistence, hope, and community can carry us through anything.
Even though we come from different places and walks of life, SNHU made us feel connected, supported, and seen.
You showed up when it was hard. You sacrificed when no one was watching.
We built a community of learners who pushed, challenged, and lifted each other up.
Today, we graduate together.
But it's not the end of our learning journey.
It is now our turn to be a source of encouragement and inspiration.
The world needs our voices, our ideas, and our courage now more than ever.
We are the very foundations of the world that is to come.
We're not just celebrating what we achieved, we're honoring who we've become in the process.
So never stop dreaming. Show up for yourself and show up for others.
We put in the work to get here. So give yourself a round of applause because this is your moment.
Relish and bask in the accomplishment of today. You've all done excellent and you've earned it.
Southern New Hampshire University, class of 2025.
We did it.
Good morning. Oh. All right, you saw her. She's not impressed. Good morning. There we go. All right. My name's Dr. Danny Tangway, Academic Dean of Human Skills. With the faculty and graduate of Southern New Hampshire University's online graduate education programs, please rise if you are able. President Ryerson, I'm pleased to present the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's graduate education programs. These graduates are prepared to enter the dynamic and deeply interconnected learning environments of pre-K through 12th grade and higher education, ready to address the diversified and ever-increasing globalized learning community needs as professionals and future leaders in education. I would like to thank our incredible faculty, deans, staff, and advisors who contribute to our graduates' successful completion of this phase in their academic journey. Congratulations to the newest graduates of SNHU's education programs. Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you? There you go. There you go. Good morning. Welcome to 2025 commencement. My name is Dr. Jennifer Batchelor, University Provost at SNHU. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are here with us today or watching via live stream. We are thrilled to be celebrating the SNHU Class of 2025. I would like to now ask everyone, if you are able, to please rise for our national anthem, sung this morning by one of our graduates, Diasha Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag, it was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Wow, that's a great way to start the morning. Thank you so much. This year we have graduates representing all 50 states and US territories, 61 countries, and a wide range of cultures and faith traditions. I want to acknowledge that we gather on the unceded traditional territory as 7 indigenous nations, the original stewards of this land. We honor their deep connection to this place and recognize the enduring and ongoing presence of their people and culture. We also recognize our university community as part of a city built on the backs of immigrants and working people. So now let us take a moment of silence, and whether in prayer or simple contemplation, remember that our success has its roots with those who came before us, including loved ones no longer with us. Let them all be present with you in your heart. Thank you. Now, to get started, I would like to introduce the platform party. I will ask you to stand if you are able as I announce you by group or name, and remain standing during the introductions. Leading the procession was our mace bearer, Dr. Vic Musniks. Representatives from the academic and executive leadership teams of the university, and our alumni speaker and student speaker, the chair of Board of Trustees, Winnie Lerner, and board member Jim Chilton, and finally, University President Lisa Marsh Ryerson. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning, graduates. How are you doing this morning? And I add a very warm welcome to all of our guests. We're so glad that you joined us here this morning for Commencement 2025. I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, president of Southern New Hampshire University, and I am thrilled to welcome the class of 2025 to your graduation ceremonies. Today is a day of grand celebration. It is a celebration of your hard work, your resilience, your growth, and your success. For each of you, this very moment reflects years of dedication, effort, and purpose. From SNHU's earliest days, back in 1932, with just 50 students, we have always been focused on students as the heart of our university. This remains true today. The strength of Southern New Hampshire University comes from you, our students, and our graduates. And this weekend, you join us as we celebrate more than 5,000 graduates. Each of you is part of a global network of learners that now includes, as you join them, more than 300,000 alumni. And as Provost Batchelor shared, today we're gathered with you as you represent all 50 states and more than 60 countries. And you bring to us today an incredible range of lived experiences. Some of you came to SNHU directly from your high school graduation. Others continued on to your master's degree work after completing your undergraduate degrees with us here at SNHU. We celebrate our ROTC cadets in training. We celebrate veterans who completed coursework well deployed. We honor working professionals who earned their degrees while balancing jobs and caregiving and all that life brings. We celebrate our first-generation graduates, and we recognize those of you who reached this milestone while navigating illness, loss, or profound personal challenges. So when I get to stand up here looking joyously at each and every one of you, I see the spirit of those earliest 50 SNHU learners, because like you, they believed that their education could open doors. I also am standing here thinking of the individual journeys that led you here this morning. This arena is filled with powerful stories. I want to share with you just a few. Ashley is here today, a middle school math teacher, military spouse, and a mom from Ohio. Ashley dropped out of high school, and years later, she earned her diploma through an alternative program and decided to keep on going with her learning. So Ashley earned her undergraduate and graduate degrees. She also completed a certificate program. And Ashley stands proud today in her fabulous robes as a doctor of educational leadership. From leaving high school as a first-year high school student to earning her doctorate, Ashley's story shines as proof that perseverance can rewrite any story. And today she celebrates not only how far she has come, but the power of learning, of education to truly transform lives. She's passing that inspiration on to her children and her very own students. Join me in celebrating Maurice. Maurice is a lifelong learner who proves that it is never too late to pursue your dreams. Because at 78, Maurice is graduating today with his Master's of Fine Arts as our eldest graduate in attendance this weekend. With several college degrees already under his belt, Maurice joined SNHU to fine-tune his writing and to breathe new life into his published books. Deeply appreciative of the thoughtful feedback, the guidance, and mentorship he received from his instructor, David Maloney, Maurice was inspired to create a scholarship in his professor's honor. This scholarship will provide financial support to help future SNHU students continue pursuing their educational dreams. Thank you, Maurice. And finally, let me share Silvana's story. Silvana, a proud first-generation college student who knew SNHU was home the moment she stepped onto our beautiful campus. Silvana is and has been an active and dedicated member of the SNHU community, working in the First Gen Lounge, lucky me, my office is right next door, to support fellow students, serving as a resident assistant and honors program coordinator, joining a sorority, and participating in service learning and alternative spring break to support communities in Utah and Puerto Rico. Silvana balanced all these commitments while staying focused on her studies. And today she graduates with a degree in psychology with a concentration in child and adolescent development. Each of you brings a story that is uniquely yours. You've faced setbacks, you've pushed through moments of doubt, submitted your assignments each and every Sunday night, and discovered strength you may not have known you had. You've inspired those around you, just as you have inspired me and the entire SNHU community. Speaking of inspiration, we all know that no one arrives at this day alone. So let's take a moment to recognize the people who've supported you along the way. They've been with you through the long nights, through hard days. They've offered encouragement when it was needed most, and they've celebrated your victories, victories large and small, every step of the way. Graduates, please find your families and friends, your supporters in the stands, and give them a wave, a smile, a heartfelt thank you. And graduates, as you move forward from this day, from today, carry with you the knowledge that our world is stronger because of who you are and all that you've accomplished. When we expand access to learning, we strengthen lives, we strengthen families, we strengthen communities. As you cross the stage today, you are fulfilling the promise of higher education, not only by earning your degree, but by opening new doors and fueling new dreams, because the world needs you and your leadership. It needs your creativity, your empathy, and your courage. You are SNHU graduates, and that means that you lead with passion, perseverance, and purpose. Our community, our nation, our world is better with you in it. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We are so proud of you. At each of our ceremonies, a student speaker is chosen through a rigorous selection process led by a university-wide committee to share remarks with our graduates. We have over 7,000 graduates participating in our virtual ceremonies this fall, and we're pleased to have chosen our speaker, Stephen James Cano, who will provide remarks today. Stephen hails from Harlingen, Texas, and is receiving his Master of Arts. Please join me in welcoming Stephen James Cano.
Good afternoon, President Ryerson, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty and staff of Southern New Hampshire University, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Let us pause for a moment. Look around you. The people, the energy, the joy, and even the exhaustion. This is your moment. This is our moment. Many of us are feeling a mix of relief, pride, gratitude, and maybe even disbelief. But let it all in. No matter how long or winding the road was, here you are. Give yourselves a round of applause. It is an honor to stand before you today as a fellow graduate whose journey, like many of yours, was shaped by resilience, identity, and purpose. I stand before you today as a proud first-generation college graduate, as a queer Latino. And today I speak not just for my own story, but in honor of all those who've ever felt unseen, unsure, unheard of whether this moment would ever be ours. In my family, higher education wasn't a guaranteed. It was a dream, a hope. Era un sueño y esperanza. My father once told me, puedes tener cualquier cosa en la vida y se te lo pueden quitar, pero nadie te puede quitar lo que está dentro de tu cabeza. Nadie te puede quitar tu educación. You can have everything in the world and it be taken from you, but no one can take what's inside your head. No one can take away your education. Those words carried me through my toughest days. As I know many of you have your own words or people who have helped lift you during your hardest days. Let's give them a round of applause. But this journey wasn't without heartbreak. As I began my master's program, I unexpectedly lost my mother. My world stopped. I was no longer juggling syllabi and discussion posts. I was carrying grief. And I know many of us here know what that feels like. Together, we've written papers through tears. We've met deadlines in the quiet after loss. We've shown up when it felt impossible. And yet, we keep choosing to go. Not because we were always ready, but because our education had become more than a goal. It became a promise, a way to carry a legacy in every late night paper and in every quiet moment of doubt. Continuing wasn't just persistence, it was love. It was grief turned into purpose. And if you're like me, I found strength in that. To anyone who's experienced loss on their journey, you know what it means to show up through the pain. And here you are. Today, we are not just earning degrees. We are creating stories. We are honoring those who have made this possible, to those in the audience and to those that we carry in our hearts. We are parents, caregivers, first generation, career changers, immigrants, survivors, members of our armed forces, dreamers. We are resilient, we are ready, and we are the future. Class of 2025, let this not be the finish line, but the beginning of something bolder. Let this degree be your permission slip to take up space in rooms that weren't designed with you in mind, to speak up when it would have been easier to stay silent, to challenge systems, to uplift others, to lead with both heart and courage. So take this all in. Class of 2025, you did it. We did it. As Taylor Swift once said, never be ashamed of trying. Effortlessness is a myth. Every late night, every setback you pushed through, it all mattered. You earned this moment. So take up space, lead with purpose, be the change. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now go out there and make your story matter.
And now, before we begin reading names and invite you up for a photo, there is one last and very important legal piece we have to do to make sure your graduation is official. Dr. Batchelor, can you please assist me in conferring the degrees?
Will the recipients of all master's degrees please rise if you are able?
Look at this.
President Ryerson, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Nursing, and STEM Master of Business Administration, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
This is such a great day. This is a great day. Will the recipients of all associate's and bachelor's degrees please rise if you are able? President Ryerson, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Arts, and Associate of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Beverly Beals, Master of Education. Konika Bell Dove, Master of Education. Hannah Balek, Master of Education. Nicola Bent, Master of Science. Latasha Boatner, Master of Science. Christine N. Carlson, Master of Education. Whitney Clegg, Master of Science. Gregory Binky Ivan Davis Jr., Master of Science. Christina Detweiler, Master of Education. Camila Dominguez, Master of Science. Jennifer Michelle Effinger, Master of Education. Maria Romero Echebarren, Master of Education. Ariel Funari, Master of Education. Tris Lynn Gay, Master of Education. Carissa Kelly Caller, Master of Education. Carly Jean Knapp, Master of Education. Carrie Lunsford, Master of Education. Catherine M. McLaughlin, Master of Education. Jodia McCrae, Master of Education. Adam Francis Michaud Shah, Master of Education. Cindy Janelle Montgomery, Master of Education. Jerry Palmer, Master of Education. Teresa Polchinski, Master of Education. Sherelle Vincent Pulliam, Master of Education. Tara Robin Alt, Master of Science. Victoria Roberts, Master of Education. Stacy L. Scott, Master of Education. Martha Sophia Solano, Doctor of Philosophy. Grace Sparkman, Master of Education. Dan Thomas Spencer, Master of Education. Brielle Melanson Valerie, Master of Science.
Congratulations to the class of 2025! What an honor it's been to celebrate your commencement with you. And now it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce our Alumni Board President, Aaron Dupuis, SNHU class of 2019. And congratulations again.
Congratulations to the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. On behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 300,000 SNHU alumni around the world congratulate you on your success and hope you will be an active part of our global SNHU community. Now, for the traditional turning of the tassel. When you earn your associate's or bachelor's degree, you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. We're also going to have our faculty and aisle marshals help us out and throw some celebratory confetti. So, if you are one of our learners who has earned an associate's or bachelor's degree, I invite you to stand and participate in the ceremonial tradition. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. As you continue to celebrate your achievements, remember there may be another SNHU graduate at your workplace or living right next door. Seek out and lean into your vast alumni network. Congratulations again, and good luck on your next chapter. We can't wait to see all that you accomplish.
You may be seated. I want to thank the members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during our commencement exercise. The recessional will begin with the call of our bagpipers, followed by the platform party, faculty, and then the graduates, beginning with the front row. Please wait for the row in front of you before exiting in the center aisle, and you will leave through the tunnel where you entered. Guests must exit the building and meet their graduates outside. As a reminder, there is no entry once you have left the arena. Thank you and congratulations.